Saturday the 12th of January. Okay, here comes the postal address, which I've got written up on the wall in front of me there. See? I can't contain all this information in my head. God almighty. It's Chris Reardon, United Kingdom Talk, P.O. Box 4073. Stop making me smile, will you? Don't look at me like that. Honestly, it's killing me. Bracknell, Bracknell. I'm going to put a bit... Oh, it's all come out now, look. Too much. RG429ED, all right? I'll give it to you again. Don't be sitting there, you know, bored to tears. Well, I know, as I say, you know, I often mention to people in hospital, because you're very important to me, my darling. You're trying to get better there, aren't you? Hey? You can join in. It's Chris Reardon, United Kingdom Talk, P.O. Box 4073, Bracknell, Bracknell, RG429ED, and of course if you're outside the UK, please put United Kingdom at the end there. Now, Dan from Talk Radio X says, listening to your show, heard you talk about Doctor Who. And he says, actually, I've heard you discuss this programme a number of times. Yeah, I am a great Doctor Who fan. My favourite Doctor Who ever was John Pertwee. That would be back in the 70s, and Tom Baker. At the moment, we have Peter Tennant, who I think is a really good Doctor. But I didn't think much of the Christmas special at all. It was... I don't know, I just didn't take to it. The acting was all good. I think it was the storyline, to be honest. As I said in one of the other talk shows a couple of shows ago, I think even in science fiction, you have to have an element of belief there. Something that will make you believe that somewhere along the line in the programme, yes, it could actually happen. You know, like Star Wars and that. Can you see people fighting in starships? Yeah, I kind of can. I think I can. Time travel. You know, The Time Machine. Did you ever see the film The Time Machine? Oh, I loved that film. I also saw the remake. It wasn't too bad, actually, the remake. Very, very close to the original. But the Doctor Who Christmas special here in the UK, it was a little bit not believable. So I didn't really take to that, Dan. He said, it made me wonder. I've been watching a show called Extras on DVD lately. Is this something you watch as well? I think it's hilarious. HBO, one of the TV stations in the UK, is that, what's that stand for? Is it Home Box Office, I think, isn't it? Shows this programme as well, but I know its home is on the BBC. Also, I watch a show called Hustle from time to time. Have you seen that? And that's from Dan at Talk Radio X. No. Ricky Gervais, isn't it? He is the guy, the main guy in Extras, and I'm afraid I'm not too keen on him. He was also in a show called The Office, and I never saw it the first time around on the BBC, The Office programme, and I went out and bought the entire series on DVD, and I sat there watching it and I thought, my God, this is so not funny. I don't find him funny at all, I'm afraid. That doesn't mean to say he isn't funny. People like different things, don't they? Now, I find one of the funniest things, I don't know if you've ever seen it, Dan, is Dad's Army. Now, that's like old school comedy from the 60s and the 70s. I think they went for the 80s as well. Try and get... Or have you ever seen Dad's Army, Dan? I'd like to know your opinions of that. There are a lot of people who don't find it funny at all. I think it's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Who else? Are You Being Served? It's another BBC show I found very funny. Any of the Carry On films? See, all this stuff, all these things I'm mentioning to you, none of them had swearing in, and none of them had any direct sexual comments. Everything was like kind of roundabout. And I find them hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. All these people who come on the telly now, they're swearing and this, that and the other. And I'm sorry, it's just not funny, is it? So I don't know what you think. Have you ever seen Dad's Army, Dan? Do let me know. Or Are You Being Served? Keeping Up Appearances, that's another good one. Keeping Up Appearances, are you writing these down? Hilarious. An old one, To the Manor Born. Now that was on for until, let me think now, I think 1983. Sorry, I've got really itchy, my ears started playing up again. It was on until 1983, and Christmas, they did a Christmas special here on the BBC One, and it was the first show they had made for 25 years, and it was great. I love it. So just a few other things you might want to try there, Dan. Let me know if you like any of those, okay? Because I would like to know. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk is the email address. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. Now, we must say hello. I'm going to run out of time here, aren't I? I'm absolutely going to run out of time now again. There's a few more people I wanted to say hello to today. We've got a new secret listener, Bjorn, in Switzerland. Hello, Bjorn. I'm not going to have time to read out the email on this programme, Bjorn, but I will do it on the next one, OK? So don't worry about that. Couple of emails here from Suko. Next programme again. And Ross. Sorry, do you mind if I hold this back to the next show? Is that all right? You don't mind, do you? You know how it is. I've chatted on and on. Your emails are important to us. As they like to say, do you ever listen to those... You know, on the mobile phones, you get the recorded messages. For some reason, I love them. I love them. There's a particular one, Orange. I'm with Orange, the mobile phone. Is it Orange? There's my mobile phone. Can you see that? Can you see the picture on there? If you're looking on the... that's my mum and me there. It's an old picture, that is, if you're looking on the YouTube video. What was I saying? Oh, yes, I quite like the recorded messages on Orange. Welcome to Orange Customer Services. We're sorry, but all our operators are busy at the moment. Your call is important to us, and you will be connected to a customer services representative as soon as one becomes available. Please hold the line. I love them. Do you love them? I love those recorded messages. I really do. Now, I've only got a minute left. What can I do in a minute? Julian in Argentina, who got married recently. I've got a lovely email here from him with links to his wedding photographs and everything, Julian. And I haven't got time to read it. I'm running out of time, dear. God, so I'm sorry about that, Julian. But I'm going to have to hold those emails over to the next show, all right? Joe, thank you very much for the teas. I tried another one of your gourmet teas here. What one was it? The Earl Grey, which isn't too bad. But if you don't mind, Joe, I hope you're not going to be annoyed with me, but I know someone who does like the different flavoured teas, and I'm going to let him have the ones... I'm going to try them all, but I'm going to let him have the rest of the packet. Is that all right with you? I hope you don't mind. Anyway, time for me to go. Chris at unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk is the email address. I'll see you on the next show. For myself, Chris Reardon and United Kingdom Talk, thanks for joining me. Bye-bye now. There we are. So that's it. You see, now I've finished recording the show. It was a little bit extra on the video. All right? What do you think? Did you enjoy watching this as well as listening to this? Of course, you know, if you listen to the show in the gym or something like that, don't worry, the podcast, that's more important to me than the video. But what do you think of this idea of video in the show as well? Does it work? Does this work for you? Or is it kind of thought, oh, a bit disappointed now that I've seen them doing it? Anyway, let us know. Use the email as well. Can you put video in the top or something like that so I know exactly what you think of it? And I'm off now. See you later. Thanks for watching.